creative sound, mark movements and intermission. The sound turn up, the ting turn up with Jenny, Grammy winner Young Pow, and the Dancing Dynamites from 8:30 p.m. Book your tickets and pay online. Info at yourcastlealumni.org. Thanks to Majestic Music, Team Jamaica Bickle Jaja Foundation. Support the tablet drive for our students. Let's jam.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and good afternoon, and welcome to the show again. And I say the show again because we had some slight glitches. I must apologize, and we are starting everything all over again. And specifically for your castle, I did something earlier talking about the whole vaccination, and the second part of the show was to talk about your castle and also talking about this December the 4th fundraising virtual concert in order to raise money for your castle in light of this COVID time. And as a matter of fact, the good thing about this is that I was able to secure a second guest so we can actually start the show much more effectively. And for those who are not getting it live, you can also get this on the replay. So that is also fantastic. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my first guest, which is Mr. Dwight Clark. Dwight, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me here.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for your patience. As a fellow YCite, we all have to be patient.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And my next guest is Rhode Scholar, Mr. FITZROY Wickham, who is all the way in the United States of America. FITZROY, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, so Mr. Sylbourne. How are you doing? Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, I'm glad. But listen, guys, I'm grateful for you guys to hang around and to let us start the show again. We had some glitches there, but guess what? The most important thing is that all we're doing it now is that people will be able to actually catch it on the replay and watch a very good show instead of the stop and go. So that is fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I did this show tonight is because there is a fundraising concert which is December the 4th, and that concert is regarding fundraising efforts for Jamaica. And I've got with myself Dwight Clark, who is the president of the YC Alumni New York chapter. And I'm going to let Dwight start this off before I get into Mr. FITZROY Wickham, who is Rhode Scholar, and I introduce him a bit more better. Dwight, tell us now, the whole concept of this concert and ladies and gentlemen, I'm for your castle as well. I'm from your castle, so we might indulge a bit here. Tell us a bit about tell us a bit about this whole event, sir.
Okay, so the reason why we're having this event is to seek funds to purchase devices for our students, not only in York Castle High School, but around the surrounding areas. So yes, a group of us came together and we decided to touch base with some of our York students who have been out there performing professionally. So if you take a look, I have Bass Odyssey Sound. The owner is a Yorkist. The son who plays on the sound is a Yorkist. We have Hyperactive Sound is a Yorkist. Team Intermission, those two guys there, they are Yorkists. Mark Movement, which is Mark, he's a Yorkist, have his own sound. And I also have Sean Young Paul, who is a Yorkist. And for all who do not know about Sean Young Paul, he's the Grammy Award producer for Damian Marley album. Right.
Okay, and therefore the whole concept of this now is to deal with the whole shortfall and devastating impact of COVID in your castle, isn't it?
Absolutely. And sorry, I forgot, the host is the exciting and dynamic Jenny, and she's a Yorkist too, so she will be hosting the show.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, let me just go into a bit and talk about Mr. FITZROY Wickham. I'll just talk about FITZROY Wickham a bit because, and FITZROY, I think I have the pleasure of one of your professional pictures, and I want to see if I can find it because it's good to do it this way. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I do have it here. Let me put this professional picture, and I'll do something fantastic. Here we go. Is that you, sir? Is that you, Mr.
Yes,
Wicker?
that
is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, FITZROY Wickham is actually the Rhode Scholar for 2021. FITZROY Wickham was a former head boy of the York Castle High School in Brownstown, Centon. He grew up just outside of Brownstown in the district of Orange Hill with his older sister Kimberly, and together raised by their single mother, Mistress Florence Wickham. His father, Mr. Ronald Wickham, died when FITZROY was only 2 years old, and since then, Mistress Wickham, a high school mathematics teacher, encouraged her children to make the most of good in education. FITZROY was named Jamaica top CSE student after he picked up 12 CSE subjects in the CXE exams, all with distinction. He was awarded as well the Governor General Achievement Award for Youth in 2016, and since graduating from school and sixth form in Yorkis, he moved on to Wesleyan University, Middletown, Connecticut, USA, where he's currently a senior undergraduate double major in neuroscience. He's a research assistant in the Negali lab at the Wesleyan University, conducting stem cell research in great temporal lobes, and also serve as head resident. He's a Jamaica Rhode Scholar 2021 and is expected to continue his postgraduate studies in neuroscience at the Oxford University in October of next year. He joins a long list of illustrating Jamaicans academics who have earned this honor. And I have the pleasure tonight, surprisingly, to host Mr. FITZROY Wickham. FITZROY, how are you doing, sir? Let's talk about you for a bit before we get into the main course. So what is it like being a Rhodes Scholar?
It's inexplicable. I am just so stoked. It's a feeling that I really can't describe. I'm still in disbelief sometimes, but the more I keep talking about it, the more it feels real. I guess you won't really settle in until I'm actually at Oxford next year.
Yes. And the other thing also is, in light of your experience with York Castle, what was it like growing up in and being a student of York Castle, the greatest school in the world? As you can see, I changed my tie earlier, and I've got on my York Castle tie.
I actually have my York Castle tie in my house on campus. I wish I was there. I could just pull it out right now. But yes, York Castle, the pyramid on the plains of Egypt. It was 8 great years of my life. And I say 8 years because I stayed for high school for 5 years, 3 years, 6 months, and then I returned there to be the science and laboratory technician doing my gap year. So 8 years of climbing those steps, and I know every Yorkist can attest to climbing those long steps from the auditorium all the way up to down the hill. But it taught us something, climbing those steps taught us that we can achieve the highest heights in life, and we must go on to achieve all our goals and our dreams. And so that is why we have this fundraiser coming up, because we want to encourage our current students to continue persevering despite the challenges. And we know that financially, a lot of people are struggling, but we want to help to ease the burden.
Yes.
And you mentioned growing up in Brownstown. So I know everybody in the rural areas of Jamaica knows Wi-Fi can be very difficult in those areas. And especially when you don't have the devices, it can be extremely difficult in virtual learning. So I think this initiative is very, very well deserved. And I'm looking forward to the many youth that will be impacted by this great party.
I want to ask you one question. Is there Video Town still there?
Video Town?
Does he know that, Dwight? Does he know about Video Town?
I don't know that.
Maybe. Yeah, you probably don't know. Video Town is out there in Brownstown.
Video Town is where we used to hang out.
After school.
But listen,
they probably change over the years.
but listen, on a serious note, though, Dwight, listening to FITZROY, if it wasn't for opportunities, FITZROY would not be a Rhodes Scholar, isn't it?
Correct. And I'm so proud of him, because for him working so hard to achieve this scholarship, that tells me that there are other Rhodes Scholars right now at the school. And
Yeah.
that's why we as alumni are working very hard to give them the necessary resources so we can have more Rhodes Scholars.
Yeah. In your discussion with Raymond Treasure, the principal, when I chat with him, what are some of the challenges? And while I'm talking about York Castle now, I'm also talking about Jamaica. So we're using York Castle now as a sort of pilot or a sort of guinea pig in a positive way. What are some of the challenges that Raymond is having at there in YC?
All right. So internet problem at times. All right. Lack of devices. So that's why we're pushing to purchase additional devices so those students will have the access to continue their online learning.
Yes.
So those are the main problems right now at the school.
And also in the challenges that they're having, it's something which is also resonating within Jamaica as well, because nobody's going back to school. Isn't that right, Fitzroy? Based on your understanding, school is still out, isn't it?
Yes, to my understanding, school is not in person as yet. I mean, some schools across Ireland are being used as pilot programs to see what it will look like, but your campus is not one such school.
Yes. Because of recent days as well, there was a program whereby they were trying to get some funds from some organization if they got the most likes as well. I think York Castle didn't reach up to this, but Dwight, what I get from you and what I understand from you is that irrespective of that, the work still goes on, and this is what we are doing now. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The work never stopped.
Yes. So can you tell me, Dwight, before this event now, what are some of the work that the alumni has been doing? And when you talk about the alumni, are you working just for New York? Are you working in partnership with various alumni in Jamaica? You mentioned Jenny, of course, so we know about that. It's a partnership thing, isn't it? But you guys seem to be leading a lot from the States.
well, currently we have 3 active chapters: the Jamaica chapter, which is led by Jenny, the Florida chapter, led by Ian, and myself here in New York. So this virtual is a collaboration between all 3 chapters right now. But to answer your question on some of the stuff, what we have been doing, I could list some of the stuff. Like, for example, we donated a amount, like three, I think it was 3 years ago, to enhance their solar system. All right. We also provided sporting goods to the school, and we introduced robotics to the school, which I'm proud of that achievement, because that was the first time York Castle has been entered into any form of robotic competition. And they went to Kingston and they were one of the winners at that competition. And because of COVID, it prevented them from coming to the States to represent Jamaica. So we are very proud of those kids. We also branded with Adidas to provide like knapsack bag for the for the students. And recently we just formed the York Castle Foundation, which should be kicking off in Jamaica, I would say, the next couple of weeks. And I'm expecting all chapters to fall on board with the foundation, because the foundation will be the mecca where everything is sent through there and then get dispersed to the school. So you have much more transparency, much more collaboration with different projects for the betterment of York Castle and all.
I just saw someone just mention I'm collecting used laptops and tablets for students in the Maroon community. So that is also, you see, it's like it's permeating around different persons all over. Michelle Clarke is from the States. She said, I think she could be a cousin or family. Or Clarke with an E. Clarke with an E could be a family, man. You met a family.
Oh, that's my sister. That's my sister. That's my sister.
Is your sister?
Oh, absolutely. She have a Clark with a E, so
All
there's
right.
no she's my sister.
Okay, Michelle, your long-term brother is here. Yeah, no, it's very interesting though. The work which you're doing. So tell me now, for this fundraising now, what are the sort of momentum it is having so far? And FITZROY, will you be performing? Will you be performing at this? Will you be performing?
Yeah, if I may perform.
We have enough
performance already. We look at a couple of performers in a short moment. Yeah, but tell us,
Right.
tell us, Dwight. Yeah, you know the work being done so far and where you want to really achieve. I mean, there must be a figure.
Okay, so, and I forgot to mention that we have dancers on this show too. Definitely.
I used to break dance. Is that you want me to go and do a break dance again? I used to be one of the break dancers in Jamaica.
Well, you know what? You can join us live and do some break dancing. I think you will entertain the public or the patrons. But anyways, there's a buzz, especially up here in the United States, you know. And the reason why I'm saying that is that your Castle High School is the Alumni Association. They fall under the umbrella for all the high school and primary schools Alumni Association. There is an organization here in New York known as UJA, which is the Union of Jamaica Alumni Association, and all of these alumni associations are out there trying to do something for their school, support each other. So there's a buzz, everyone anticipating your Castle fundraising party here.
And so, FITZROY, I want to bring you in. What was it like? Did you guys have like fairs and all those sort of things? Do you guys enjoy these parties back home in those days at your Castle?
Well, when I was back home, I was a party person. Now I'll take part in the festivities. But we always love vibes at your Castle, especially when we get together, get to let our hair down and take a break from the books. So I mean, it'll be different on Friday because it's virtual, but it's still gonna still, And we're looking forward to when this whole pandemic is over, so we can actually have a physical get together of all your kids from all over the world.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting, and it's good that it's going to be a sort of fun event at the same time. I mean, Dwight, how did you choose these various persons?
Okay, so let me give you the platform. How does this started, and how we choose them. Well, the idea came up from a Yorkist down there in Florida. His name is Hensworth, or otherwise known as Andre. He wanted to do a party. He placed it out there. Then Caroline, she is one of our hardest worker, contacted me and said that, we should do this. We should do this. And I said, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So it started from Hensworth to Caroline, then me. Then I contacted Jenny, who is the president of the Jamaica chapter. Yes. Then that's where the whole thing come together. And then we said, you know what? We have all of these musicians here, or sound system guys. Why can't we use them for the party? And that's how we contacted all of these sound systems, and we know that they are Yorkists. So
we have just been hijacked.
Oh, she funny. Oh my goodness. Here she come now. The
Hello, everybody.
Yes, Miss Violanda.
Jenny.
Blessings.
Right.
You can hear me good?
So she came in the right time then.
Jenny, listen.
Thank you, Dwight.
Jenny, listen. I thought we were having some feedback again because I guess this is why everything crashed. Jenny, let me tell you what happened. We started the show
Yes.
and it crashed. It mashed up. And we had to start all over again. And we said, let's just start it fully with the York thing. So it was.
That's the power of your castle. That's the power of YC.
Can't handle us, no.
But I see Dwight was doing a good job explaining how we have a powerhouse number of DJs and artists. It's not normal at all. So who on this platform can't miss Friday? Let's even start here with the broadcast crew. You can't miss Friday.
No, definitely not. As a matter of fact, what I said to Dwight is that if it is possible, I could actually host it from the UK side if I get the right links, and just you know, and
that's crazy. That's nice. That's what encourage them to jump on.
Yes. So I can do something at this time, you know, because I did something the time when Jamaica had a recent telethon, if you remember the recent one. You know? Right. But Jenny, Jenny, you got to educate me a bit. Jenny's from Jamaica. Jenny's also a Yorkist. And yes. What year did you leave Jamaica? Did you leave YC? Sorry.
York Castle, 1991.
Actually, she's a good picture.
I'm younger and sexier than Dwight.
She's a baby Yorkist, man. She's a baby Yorkist.
I'm younger and sexier. So 91 is my number. And it bothers us. Dwight is very driven in New York, and he does a good job of coalescing and creating the cohesion and getting us. And he's such a politician. He should run to replace Donald Trump or Biden after this. Because he does a good job when there's fire going on in that room, because we all are so passionate. Dwight does a good job of making sure him quell the fire, just stay out of the fire. He's very good. But we're all on fire because our kids don't have simple devices, you know, the tablet, the laptop. And I'm a teacher, and it bothers me a lot that we have our kids who are at home just having a good time. And what is bad, and I want to appeal to people to be a part of it on Friday, to make sure that you sign up, you do the Cash App, you do, what is it called again? You guys have that in number.
The Venmo.
What is it?
Venmo and PayPal.
Venmo, right. We're not so used to that in Jamaica, or the direct to the school's accounts, because one of the things that we're found, and Dwight, I'm not even sure you're privy to it, is that during this time we have a number of our kids who are molested, a number of women who were abused. Yesterday was International World AIDS Day. Before that, I did a show on international prevention of violence against women and children, and it breaks my heart just to think about how stay at home, how COVID is causing a number of us to regress. Our brothers who are obviously feeling locked in and feeling like prisoners are turning on a number of our women and children. And parents who feel locked in are turning on the children. So we want to make sure that there's this outlet. If they are engaged, parents have more me time. They have time to have sex. Sometimes at the sex, now them back in on the aisle, rile them up in them back, then can't have sex, because it's damn picnic in the house all the time, and then they take it out on the poor child. So the good news is, when it is that the children have even this device, the good news is that they are giving parents me time, they're getting me time, they're learning, and it minimizes how backward and how regressed our society will be after COVID. So we're begging people to make this their priority, to invest in even one ticket, one little $20 could change one whole household and definitely help to build a nation.
All right, so let me try to understand, guys. The whole ticket thing now is that a ticket in order to watch a show, or just a ticket for the sake of contributing?
No, the ticket is to bring you into the Zoom where we can interact with each other. You know, like you have a party and you have the sound system, and then you have the dancer, your patrons in there dancing. That's what the ticket do. It brings you into a room so you can interact with the whole show.
Okay. Right.
No, but I want to pause you there.
Yes.
Because the good news is, if it is that you don't want to be in, like my two parents are pastors, And the Christians are gonna tell you, I don't do parties, I don't do this. Okay, fine, we respect your Christianity, but we want to make sure that while you're doing that, you're contributing to our life. So if you don't want to come to the party, still pay a fair ticket. You don't want to come to the party, still spend a little $20, spend a little $1,000 Jamaican dollars, and make a difference. I'm sick and tired of people. They always got something to criticize. They're always tearing on the Jamaican government. Oh, Jamaicans are barbaric and aggressive. Okay, come on now. We're tired of hearing all the negatives. What have you contributed lately? Apart from sending barrel to your granny and your mother, how about if you do it in a bigger way? If it is you expand the scale and reach more lives, how about that for a change? Rather than how it is that you're always staring out, okay, Lord, them kill somebody again in Jamaica. How about if it is to put book and pen and tablets and laptops in their hands so we have one less death? How about that for $20?
Right.
Jenny.
That is right. That's right, Jenny, because you know, people spend so much money on foolishness at times, you know, and that money can make a difference. I was listening to a guy talking to some consulate in America, and they're saying they can get laptops for $100, and she was breaking it down and says, think about it. If somebody can't afford the $100, 5 person can put $20 and get the $100 to get. So therefore, they don't have to say, "Oh, I don't have the money to buy one laptop," because but everybody can, every bit and bit, you know. Because I went to York Castle in 1985, and I was saying to FITZROY a while ago, what would it be like if you're there now and not able to go to classes, not able to go to talk shop, you know, all that family network singing "To Be a Pilgrim," you know, and all those sort of things there when we have devotion in the morning.
Devotion at the terrace. Yeah.
And you know, it's when you mention devotion, because that really uplifts the spirit. That's why I first learned that Jamaica's first Rhode Scholar was a Yorkist. Mr. Treasure, they're motivating us as students, telling us up humanity, Yorkist, you can accomplish
So
what
both
you
of
will.
you are Yorkies? Both of you are Yorkies?
All of us are Yorkies.
Everyone here
So
is
Yorkist take over.
I even changed my tie. I even changed my tie when I came in.
I love it.
I'm class of 85. And
very nice. And the youngster here, your class of 80 what?
It's right. Yeah, I'm 2014, 2016.
Your class of 80 what?
Yeah.
He said 2014.
2014 and 2016.
Oh, you baby. Welcome.
Jenny.
You're part of the change.
Jenny, we talked last week, you know.
Jennifer, do you know who it is? Do you know who it is?
No.
He's FITZROY.
We talked last week.
He's the Rhode Scholar.
The Rhode Scholar.
Oh my God, wait, I can put on my glasses. Why? But you see, I can't recognize him without the turtleneck. Because the turtleneck picture and the jacket.
Well, I'm wearing something now, but I'm wearing a jacket sweater.
If I wear a shirt.
Without the glasses. There you go. I'm trying to be young, you know. I didn't want to say I'm wearing glasses now.
Well, I wear glasses when I'm 2016, so it's all right.
But guys, I want you to make it go viral. And then I don't know if Dwight told you that we're gonna have Young Paul, Sean is going to be in the house, Kabaka Pyramid in the house. I hear they're planning big thing. Hensworth and Dwight planning another artist at time. I'm sworn to secrecy. I can't talk. Or them going to move as president of Jamaica. But me tell us, say Big Satil, all Jesus are gonna sit up there and enjoy the show Friday. So therefore, want to make sure it go viral. Send it out on your pages. Already Jamaicans are paying. I've been getting a number of the receipts. I've been sending them to Dwight and Devon. I hope they've been seeing it. But we have people, but it can go viral. Can you imagine if FITZROY, you miss up, Wickham, if you go and say, I'm the Rhode Scholar for 2021, my school needs tablet and laptop. Come on, man. We want to make sure send us the video there tonight.
That's coming. That's what
tonight.
That's coming.
That's
the shirt. I have on the shirt already. So just set up your phone. If nobody there, put it on a window and say, look here, Rhode Scholar. I cannot afford to just be the only Rhode Scholar and help my school. We need some tablet, just $1,000.
Well, let me
send it to me later.
Well, let me
have my number.
Yeah,
I don't.
Let me show
do
one of
it.
the artists. A Kabaka Pyramid.
Lord Jesus, man, you cuss bad word.
Kabaka.
Kabaka.
Okay.
Kabaka.
Okay. Let me just show.
Kabaka. We say it long like Africa.
Okay.
Kabaka.
I'm gonna show him now. This is
Say
the one.
it again.
Bless you, love. This is Kabaka Pyramid. You don't know it's all about the Yorkist Alumni Virtual Party, December 4th. December 4th. All proceeds going towards the school, you know. And the youth them are the future. So make sure they them donate. You know what I mean? Check out the virtual party. I will be performing alongside Young Pow. You don't know. Keep it locked. December 4th. Virtual party. Yorkist, big up on yourself every time. Accurate.
Young Pow is a long time. The people them know you no truth. No one is a strong mind. You are fear for revolute. Eh, I me say what a situation. Boy, man a chant for liberation. Boy, every man have them own a right for have a piece of land. Make we agree no man. I me say what a situation.
Okay, so I got it right. Did I spell it right?
Kabaka?
Kabaka.
Right to me.
Jennifer, I got it right. Kabaka Pyramid.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. She's one second. Yeah, Kabaka Pyramid. Was that good?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ba.
I'm a class now.
Ba. Kabaka.
Ba.
Kabaka. Kaba. She teaches English.
Yes.
Yeah? Kabaka.
Mhm.
Kabaka. That's right. That is correct. So guys, we see you on Friday.
Yes.
It's gonna be off the.
I gotta run to
Well. Thank you for coming on.
a class at Cisco, but I can at least try to pass the people's exam. I want to thank you so much, though, for this platform. Thank you, Dwight, for inviting me on the platform. And we're looking for what we call a record-breaking event where we're going to make sure we save as many lives and touch as many lives and make as much difference as we possibly can, because you all were a part of that. We thank you so very much.
Fantastic.
And
All the
before,
best. Sorry.
And before you go, remember, you out of Jamaica have that passion. I have that passion. And passion to passion give us extra passion. All right.
Exactly.
There is a white.
That sound like some other kind of passion. It sounds sexual, but I'm going to leave it there.
No. That's a passion for white.
And a volcanic passion. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Right, take care. See you later.
Thank you very much. Take
Bye-bye.
care. All the best. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So that was good. So I showed the first artist there. I showed one of the artists there. Which is the second one. There's another one which is DJ Mark Movements. He said he went to your castle, didn't he?
Yes, he went to your castle.
Yes. And
He's class of
what year was he?
87. Class of
Really?
87.
So he was 2 years. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the next person there, Mr. Movements.
Well, this is DJ Mark from DJ Mark Proud Yorkist. And I'm here to endorse the Yorkist alumni presenting a virtual fundraising party on Friday the 4th of December from 8:30 to midnight. Alright, music by DJ Mark Movements, Bass Odyssey, Hyperactive, Team Intermission, hosted by Jenny and Young Pop. And more want to log on and support the event because it's in need of purchasing laptops and tablets for students who does not have access to the online classes, right? And it's going to be a fun party, vibesy party, right? The Friday the 4th of December from 8:30 to midnight. York Castle Alumni Virtual Fundraising Party. DJ Mark said that. Boom.
Okay, so that's DJ Mark Movements there. So he's gonna come. He's the one that play the system, then the sound track and everything like that. Yeah.
Yes, actually, Mark Movement is Mark is a former selector for Bass Odyssey too.
Okay. You know about that, FITZROY?
So I'm hearing now. But Yorkers everywhere, so I'm not surprised.
FITZROY, what are the other Rhode Scholar? I know one. I know Nigel very well. Nigel Clarke is one. The minister.
Are we talking just in general, or are you talking from your castle?
No. Generally, have we got any Rhode Scholar from your castle other than yourself?
The very first Rhode Scholar of Jamaica is a Yorkist.
Jamaica, yes.
Okay, who was that?
Murray. Mr. Murray. His name
Sir Reginald.
I think it's George Murray. Reginald Murray, yes.
Sir Reginald Murray.
Okay.
But at the time, Yorkers was known as the Jamaica High School, so many people forget.
Okay. And
I think he was the principal for Jamaica College too.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what's your thoughts, FITZROY, on the big debate in the UK regarding the statue of Cecil Rhodes? Have you had any thoughts?
I have many thoughts because, of course, when I was applying, I had to consider the Rhodes Must Fall campaign and what it meant to me as a black man, especially because Rhodes was an imperialist. So I see the Rhodes Scholarship for black people and for people of minorities as kind of a kind of preparation for the injustices that Rhodes did to the African people back in the 19th century. And so he became rich by exploiting people who look like you and me. And he put that in his will to further the education of brilliant young minds. And at that time, when he was alive, he thought us to be savages. But us getting this award right now, he should be turning in his grave because we are showing him that we're not savages, we're scholars, just as much as anybody else out there. And we're taking this money to improve ourselves, and we're putting it back into our community to improve the lives of those people he once saw as beneath him. And so, should the name be changed? Should the statue fall? I have my reservations about that because I don't want white people to hide behind erasing the history, because I want people to remember that this is how it came about. Because once you know our history, then the likelihood of it happening in the future is decreased. We want to say that this should never happen again, that no one should be discriminated again because of the color of their skin or where they're from. And so there's a danger in erasing how this scholarship came to be.
And that's very interesting there, because as someone said that it is it is reparations through the back door. What's your take on that? Reparations through the back door.
So you know what, a better way for us to have reparations?
Yeah.
My question to people who raise this question is we only question minorities when they get these awards. Are we saying that we should just demolish the entire Rhodes Scholarship and therefore no one gets it? Because if you're saying that us as black people should refrain from applying, then I have a problem with that, because then white people continue to benefit from this, and that continues to widen the gap between our communities. But if we are also being uplifted at the same time, we can uplift our communities and we can lessen the gap that's between the races. Opportunities are out there, and if we look into almost anything that exists, as even the great United States, even the UK, we will recognize it was built on the blood, sweat, and tears of our people. And if we were to demolish everything that was created, what would we have?
Nothing.
We can't change the past. we can't change the past. And if we continue to remain bitter about what happened to our ancestors, then we will go nowhere. We need to take it and take these opportunities to move our communities and our people in a different direction. Because for far too long, we've associated poverty with blackness, and we've associated success and greatness with whiteness to make it seem that if a black person aspires to be great, they're turning their back on who they are. No, success is for everyone. And us aspiring to it, we're not aspiring to be white, because success is not white. Success has no color. And so those people who have these criticisms, I want to ask, what are you doing to better the community?
Yes.
That is my question I put to them.
That's very interesting because it is a major debate in the UK during just after the whole advent of George Floyd, whereby a lot of people were actually just tearing down statues, just ripping it apart. Many people have different views, like AE. Tearing it down doesn't really take away the history, because if you tear it down and you don't want those remnants there, someone said you need to go to Buckingham Palace. Then where do you stop? You're gonna start tearing down Buckingham Palace, start tearing down the Queen, start teering down Spain, start tearing down.
Start erecting our own statues.
Yes,
that's what we need to start doing, celebrating our own people.
Yes,
and remembering them. And
yes.
I mean, we have a history of telling our stories orally, but we need to start doing the same thing, making permanent memories of our people and our great leaders, so that future generations can look back and say, that person looks like me and they were able to accomplish such great feats. That means I can do the same.
Yes, yes, yes. No, that is great. Ladies and gentlemen, who I'm speaking to right here is Mr. FITZROY Wickham, who is a 2021 Rhodes Scholar, Jamaica. Will be doing his studies in neuroscience at Oxford University in October of next year. And I tell you, it's very interesting, this, Dwight, how things turn around, whereby now we have got a good show that when we share it, it will be perfect and not mixed up on anything. But actually, I wanted Raymond Treasure was going to try to work up to get hold of FITZROY to do an interview. And then it turned out that by you coming on the show, talking about the fundraising, showing about the excellence of York Castle High School, here we have also the excellence of York Castle High School, Black Excellence, which is Rhode Scholar 2021 FITZROY Wickham, which shows the whole reason why people need to contribute to their home. Giving
absolutely.
And as Jenny was saying, the $20 there, whether you're going, because many people normally want to contribute something, they might not attend, but just want to have the ability to contribute. And this is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, for those, it's not just about York Castle High School, but by contributing to this one, you're contributing to Jamaica. Because I saw a lovely boy the other day, and I think it was some group named Cornerstone. The boy was talking about that he never had a laptop. He had to borrow his mother's phone. And sometimes when he's not able to get the phone, he missed classes. And he saw him neatly dressed, and he wants to be a judge. So
wow.
I was touched by it. And then Cornerstone said they went and they got him a tablet. I have the video somewhere. And it was so touching, and he was so polite. He didn't see, and it looked, you said to yourself, wow, if I can touch that boy's life, you will never tell. He could be a next FITZROY Wickham. He could be a next Minister of Finance. He could be a next Judge Fraser, David Fraser. Why would you
let me interject right there, Mr. Sylbourne, because when I needed a laptop for my online studies in sixth form, it was the York Castle alumni that stepped in and they purchased the laptop and the school presented it to me. So, and that went far away, because look where I am now. So this outreach on Friday is going to reach more than just one person. And who knows, a next Rhode Scholar from York Castle is probably in that batch of students who will benefit.
Yes.
So please do not minimize the contribution that you can make to someone's life.
Yes, yes. Now go back to Dwight now. So the concert, this is looking nice now. I think everybody's going to want to sign up and say, I want to be a part of this concert, because I want to make sure that we have many more Rhodes Scholars and many more Black Excellence coming from YC. What's the next thing that we need to know now? Let me see about this. I was showing earlier how people can tap into it, and we talk about the artists. Now tell us a bit something about the work of the alumni.
You mean on a whole?
Yeah. As you're in their position, and because many people think of their high school and they just go on, but you somehow had invested your time to the alumni. Why?
The reason why I personally invest so much time in the alumni association, because I knew when I was going to YC, we did not have all of these resources, especially what the students have now. So I know what education can do, because education is empowerment. Education sets you free, and education will help you to get out of poverty. So that's why we're working so hard to provide all the necessary resources for the students out there, not only at York High School, but within the whole community or the whole Jamaica. That will make a difference. It will help solve the crime, and it will make our nation much better.
Sorry, I was on mute. So you got a chapter in the United States of America, a chapter in Jamaica, a chapter in
Florida,
in Europe, in London.
a chapter in Florida,
Yeah.
and there's a chapter supposed to be in Canada and London. I understand that you started it some years ago, so I'm going to put out a challenge to you right now on this program. And FITZROY is coming up there next year.
So we got to set it up for FITZROY.
Listen, you can't afford to have FITZROY up there in London studying, and we don't have a chapter up there. So I'm going to challenge you to have that chapter up and running before October.
Well,
next year.
I tell you this, I was looking at the email, and there's a couple of YCIs which I link with, and I typed in FITZROY. FITZROY, if you type into Facebook and UK alumni, York Castle, London, UK and Europe, you'll see it there.
Right.
We haven't done anything with it, so I contacted the admin today just after we spoke earlier and tell her to link me because before I get into trouble. You know?
we don't want to have a statue. We want action. So listen, I'm serious, and everybody will tell you I'm a man of action. So I'm going to challenge you on your own program.
Yes.
Get that chapter up and running before October, because FITZROY will tell me what's going on.
Well, listen, when you come to the UK, we will honor you, man, and come down to Oxford.
Okay.
You know, COVID will be, I don't know, can't think about COVID. What are your thoughts on COVID, FITZROY? I mean, you're into this science thing and this medical thing. What do you think about this vaccine? I mean, you don't have to go too far. You can, Chatham rules applies or whatever. You know, what's your take on this vaccine? We have it now.
I heard you speaking about it earlier, and I mean, I've seen the different companies that are coming out with vaccine, Pfizer, Moderna, and also Oxford has their own one. And I'm very hopeful that by mid-year next year, this will be rolled out. I know people are a bit apprehensive to be the first ones to try it out, and the concerns are valid. But I believe in the human race and our ability to conquer different pandemics, because we've done it before, and I don't see why we can't do it again.
And you know, at the end of the day, you know, the most important thing is that in life, and people are overcomers in some respect, and I believe we've got to just keep overcoming amidst everything. I know the reservations Black people have in regards to vaccines because of history, and if you don't know your history sometimes you ignore it, and I saw the different videos, and I saw the pictures, and I saw what is actually being said. But someone said to me today, well, you know, biologists, medical people, they're the ones, they know better, you know, so we got to follow suit. I don't know, but I don't know, should I form part of the resistance? I don't know. Many people are saying they're part of the resistance, you know what I mean? But anyway, listen, there's one more artist I just want to show.
Yes, so for you see the device, you know, say this is Apache Kid. Girl and Hale Sati Mokiti, Rabak, Sue, Monica, is over realistic, SBL, though, just gone out of ice pen, gel, confess, yellow belly side, wide con, picking, Paul, cat, Junior! And that is my first name. I make a tell you something. Right now, me I represent for York Castle. Yes, man, them virtual fundraising party. Hey, I watch you now. When me say virtual, you know, watch ya. A Zoom. You can watch it on Zoom. Yes, man. 8:30 p.m. That are in the night. 8:30 p.m. in the night to midnight. Yes. Long. You see how long we are party 3.5 hours virtually. When? December the 4th, man, 2020. Yeah, man, run the corner, man, December war forward. Yes. Yes. So you know, say, Castle them never give back to his school for the kids them. Yeah, man, they might give back laptop and they might give back tablet. And when we say tablet, we not talk about you know, tablet where you use and surf the internet and do them work. Yes. And you know, say the money if you go in cheap though. So the Jamaican. I don't know, say $1,000 come like $100 right now and 20 US. And this is a sweet part, you know, yes, for the US part 20.
Listen, somebody just said to me, send me a message and say, what sort of YC tie is that? Is it a YC tie? Isn't that the YC tie?
Is it gold and black? Gotta be gold and black.
Yeah.
Are you wearing the wrong tie?
Is it the wrong tie?
You're wearing the wrong tie. No wonder.
I was colorblind. That's it.
Which tie is this? Somebody just said to me, I don't know which tie this is I'm wearing. Did I get a YC tie? Anyway, take off that tie, man. I don't know which tie that is. You guys are from YC and allow me to wear some tie, which is not in YC.
I thought it was some tie they had back in the day that I don't know about.
The original tie.
But listen, some alternative fake tie that I was wearing or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Fake tie.
I'm sure somebody's going to tell me which tie it is at some point, you know. Thank you so much for my person sending me a message. What kind of tie is that? Well, listen, in wrapping up, so let's just tie up the loose ends here now. Dwight.
Yeah.
I put up there the ways how people can actually get involved. I put up the bit about the website. As you can see, the website which is being scrolling there. On the website, people can actually, I think on the website, everybody can see everything very easily, isn't it?
Yes. So if you go to the website, that's how you could pay too, because there's a PayPal account there where you can do your donation, or you could go to Cash App, $Yorkis NY, or Venmo, Yorkis NYAA, and or if you're in Jamaica, you could just give a donation to the Yorkis High School bank account, which is at Nova Scotia, and the account number is 503913.
Yeah.
I also want to thank some of my sponsors so far for this virtual party, because I have Jaja Foundation, which is led by Dr. Trevor Dixon, already reached out to me the other night, purchased 2 tablets already and make a donation. Cygnus Capital in Jamaica, they are one of the main sponsors. I have Team Jamaica Bickle. I also have Victoria Mutual Building Society. I also have Donna's Restaurant out there in Florida. Those people are giving back to help us, to help our children back home in Jamaica. So I just want to say thank you to them. And I also have to thank my Uja family. I always have to thank them because they always step up and support the cause. Here you come with your YC tie now. Where did you found it? That look like YC tie now.
Is this the YC tie?
That looks familiar.
Because you see what happened when you guys change up the thing, FITZROY, we had a different YC tie when we were growing up, isn't it? Isn't it, Dwight?
Yes, we have a different YC tie.
So I got confused with it and with the whole changing up. And I never liked the whole thing Yorkies at one point. When they say Yorkies, we used to say YCites, isn't it? Isn't it, Dwight?
I've heard YCites, I've heard Egyptians.
Yeah. Egyptians, it's the original is the Egyptians.
Yes. And
yeah.
So,
but the most important thing, we are all one.
Yes. So for the record, so I hope whosoever is watching me and send me messages about my tie, they will respond and say, thank you for wearing the right tie this time.
That's right.
Here we are for the record.
Yes, with the crest. With the crest.
Well, listen, guys. FITZROY, Dwight, do you think we have covered everything that you really wanted to say for for Friday?
I think so. The only thing I have to say is for the public to support the cause, because you're doing something significant to
Yeah.
help our youngsters. And those youngsters want to turn around and help us, because I'm looking at FITZROY now. You know, FITZROY went through similar situation where he get help from the alumni, and he's moving on to bigger and better things. And I know within his heart he's going to turn around and help us who already help him. So it's a complete metamorphosis, just go in circles. So please support. I can beg you anymore, just keep supporting the cause.
And chances are, all being well, I'll be tuning in live right here on Thursday, on Friday night, the 4th. Who knows, maybe I could have FITZROY as my resident guest as we watch the show together, if anything. That's going to be late hours, my time, of course, in the morning. We're 5 hours in the UK. And FITZROY, I do look forward to seeing you in the UK when you come. And congratulations again on being the Rhode Scholar 2021, doing not just YC proud, but doing Jamaica proud. I listened intently to what you were saying. I didn't want to push you, but you got some very key points that I want to pick up on you at some point when you are in the safety of the UK.
Yeah, don't push him too hard, though. Don't push him too hard, though, Sylbourne.
Well, actually, I think he actually pushed himself, because I was wanting to, but he pushed himself into some discussions there. So I look forward to it later.
Right.
Do you know? Can I tell you this? Can I tell you guys this joke here? And it's very interesting. And Virtual White Man wouldn't mind I say this. We had a discussion thing when we're doing some campaigning on some discussion about this thing called the APD. No, it wasn't the APD. It was where did Dwight went? FITZROY. There was a situation where the nurses or the teachers in the UK were going to be kicked out of the UK because of something called the qualified teacher status. So we had some sort of lobbying for them to try to get them to stay here with Commonwealth teachers. And I remember I was lobbying with some group and everything like that. And we're saying the high commissions weren't doing. Virtual was the high commission at that time. Virtual was, I don't know, you know, he was a former principal of York Castle, and he was my former principal at community college.
Come see.
Yes. And what happened is that when the government made a U-turn on so like that, people came to me and said, "Oh, the High Commissioner are taking credit for it." And I said, I think I wrote something to Virtual, and Virtual White Man came back to me and said, "Sylbourne, Mr. Sydial, you do things your way, I do things my way." And I respond to him and said, "Well, you're my principal. You taught me how to be independent minded." So the point I'm trying to say right here now is that growing up in an institution like York Castle, it has taught us to be independent and have a free thinking mind, and to, you know, not to be confined in spaces. And I tell people all the while why I'm like this, in the sense of I can be controversial with topics sometimes and push things. Some say devil's advocate. I don't know why, because I'm not a devil, I'm a Christian. It is because of the training and the knowledge of what we know we have growing up in Jamaica, whereby we have no essence or no sort of confusion about our identity as we are as Black persons, you know? Growing up,
no limitation.
No limitation. Standing up in the morning there, get the bus from Ochi, stand up for devotion, singing "To Be a Pilgrim." You remember them songs, "All Things Bright and Beautiful" at the top there?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. So, you know, great stuff you're doing, Dwight. I applaud you. And great stuff you're doing, FITZROY. I applaud you. Somebody just said something here. It seems so I didn't go to... It seems so as I didn't go to YC, me just fast. Somebody just commented. Don't worry. We will knight you a honorary YCite, if anything, you know? All right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so listen, have a good night, guys. And this video will be up on YouTube. I'll send you guys a link again, and on Facebook as well. And we can actually share it and tell people more about the show as long as possible, all right?
Thank you very much for having
Thank you so
us.
much for having
I
me.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Now don't
Talk
go
to
anywhere.
you soon.
Yeah, don't go anywhere yet. Let me just wrap up. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining tonight. Those on Instagram, those on Facebook. I do apologize for the glitch that we had earlier. Totally beyond my control, beyond my pay grade. I'm just a lawyer. I'm not a technical person. I just want everything to be there for me. But we had to start the show again and just specifically discuss on the YC issue, because I believe it was very important that we talk about something like this, because we might having a joke and talking, but when you check it out, we are talking about one student, two students, three students, young children that we also went through like that. We know what it was like when we went through it, where we had the support, and now they're not able to have that level of support because they're not in the classroom, and they lack the ability to, because they lack the means and they lack the tablets, they lack the whole thing. So therefore, that is why we believe it's important. So I want to thank you guys for coming and make sure that you contribute and get a ticket, $20 or $100, up to you. And we'll put the link up there where you can actually see the link and you can also contribute. And I'll keep doing that as well. And Friday night, you can join me as well with the team. So have a good night and all the best. And may God bless you and keep you. Remember to like and share the Sylbourne Show, YouTube, Facebook, and all the best. Bye-bye. Stay right there.
Bye.